Good evening, everyone. Hi, welcome. We'll give you another minute or two to pop in the room. As you're coming in, there is a link at the bottom of my screen where you can register for tonight's trivia. So feel free to enter that, copy and paste it into your browser. If you have a computer or another device, that's how we'll get started with tonight's trivia. While you're getting settled in and maybe starting to navigate that link, I would just like to welcome you to KDL's streaming programs. My name is Anna. I work at the East Grand Rapids branch. And even though our branches aren't open to the public right now, we're still offering curbside service. If you need to come in and pick up any holds or pick up any printing that you might need done, we can still offer a lot of services. So don't think of us as closed. We're still available if you need anything. Thanks for tuning in tonight for our What We're Learning program. It will begin shortly. There are many more programs being streamed as well. The rest of the fall, we have multiple online book clubs happening many nights of the week. And then we're working on a full and exciting lineup for the winter as well. So keep an eye out on that on our website for any future Wednesday night events. KDL also archives a lot of these programs, so if you missed tonight's, you can find many of them and from other days as well on our YouTube page and also on our main Kent District Library Facebook page. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We're really excited to welcome Matt Eickhoff tonight for our trivia program. Matt has been writing and co-producing his own trivia events since the pandemic began in March, so he's a pro at this point. You can find more information about his other ongoing trivia nights on Facebook and on Instagram. On Facebook, you can just search for Tuesday Trivia with Matt. And his Instagram is also called Tuesday Trivia with Matt. So you can find him at both of those locations. And I'm going to welcome Matt now. Hang on just a moment.
Hi,
there,
Anna.
Matt. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited to get to host this trivia tonight. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks for that great introduction, Anna. Yes, my name is Matt. I live in Grand Rapids, and I've been hosting a weekly trivia show every Tuesday since the start of the pandemic, Tuesday Trivia with Matt. And if you had fun tonight, I'd love for you to join us. We play Tuesdays at 8 p.m. And it's free to play, but we do collect donations, and then we use those donations to fund a prize for the winning team for the next week. And that team can choose to give their winnings to either a small business in their area by getting them a gift card, or they can choose to give it to a charity or an organization of their choice. And over the last 34 weeks, we have donated almost $4,000 to different charities and organizations all across the country. So it's been super awesome and exciting. Definitely some lemonade out of all these lemons that we've been dealt with the pandemic this year. So would love to have you swing by, but I'm happy to have you here tonight. And actually, the prizes that KDL has put up for tonight's trivia are even better than what the normal prizes are on Tuesday Trivia with Matt. So I'm glad that you're here. Let me give you a quick rundown. So you can see that Anna has put the registration link at the bottom of the screen here, right below me. And it is bit.ly/KDL Trivia 2020. Make sure that you put all of those letters in lowercase because it is case sensitive. But you can register for the trivia by opening up a separate window on your browser if you're at a computer, or if you'd like to put it into your cell phone or a tablet, you can put that link into any browser and it will bring up a quick Google form for you to fill out and register for tonight's trivia. And that's how you will also access the answer forms. So you'll get to that registration form. There's just a few quick questions for you to answer. Come up with a fun team name, even if you're playing by yourself, which is totally fine. Just come up with a fun team name to put in there. Let us know the names of the people on your team so that we can give you a shout out at the end of the night if you're a winner. Also we'll ask for your email address. Now, a couple things to keep in mind with this email address. First of all, I'm not going to spam you or sell your email address to anyone, so you can rest assured about that. But the email address is where we will contact you if you win one of the prizes tonight. So make sure you put an email address in where we can actually get in touch with you and not just a fake email address in that area. This email address is the email address that you will use at the top of every answer form throughout the night, so that we know that we are giving the right points to the right team. So whatever email address you put in on this registration form, you'll also enter it at the top of every answer form throughout the night. So after you click those answer those first few questions, you'll get to a confirmation screen where you will see a link. You'll want to click that link to get to your round 1 answer form. And once you are there, you are all set. So just hold tight there on the round 1 answer form and you will be good to go. So we're going to give a little bit of time for people to get registered and get logged in. If you are just joining us, go to the link here that you see at the bottom of the screen. You can type that in a separate browser window or in a device, and that will get you to our registration form so you can register and play along with us tonight. So we've got 5 rounds of trivia, all themed around the KDL and libraries and books and things. It's going to be really fun, but it's not all book trivia. So if you feel like maybe you don't know a lot about books, don't worry about that. I like to tie in some fun, random other things in general knowledge and pop culture with all of my trivia. So here are a few rules, and there are rules to this trivia. All right, so I want y'all to pay attention. Rule number 1 is no cheating. All right, please do not Google, do not look anything up. The answers should come from your own brain space or brain space of those who are playing with you. Because there are prizes on the line, we do ask that you do not cheat, please. I like to tell my Tuesday trivia players, imagine that your favorite teacher from like elementary school or middle school is like standing right over your shoulder, and you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want them to catch you cheating. So please don't cheat or look anything up. We want this to be a fair game tonight, all right? You're on the honor system, and I honor all of you. Rule number 2 is please don't put any answers into the chat box or the comments of the video. We don't want any spoilers leaked out, so make sure that you're typing your answers only into your answer form and not anywhere else where other people can see them, all right? Not into the comments of the video. Couple tips for you. First of all, there is no penalty for incorrect guesses on any of the answers throughout the night. So you might as well fill up every answer field, take a guess on every question, and hopefully maybe you'll get something right with a good guess. Also, there is, spelling does not count. You don't need to be exact with your spelling, but this game is co-produced by my husband, who is behind the computer here, who will be checking all of your answers on the Google Forms as they come in. So as long as he can read it and understand what you're trying to get at, you'll probably get the points. So try your hardest to get closest, but don't worry or stress over exact spelling. All right. I think that about covers it. Oh, the prizes. So we have 3 gift cards to give away for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. And I don't know if Anna wants to pop on here and confirm. I believe that they are to Meyer, and they are, I believe, a $75 gift card, a $50 gift card, and a $25 gift card, I believe. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But anyway, there are some fun prizes on the line. So something to play for. All right, if there are any questions, you can put a comment in the video box, and I should hopefully be able to see that, but I hope that everyone is registered and that we are all set and good to go. Now, with all of my quizzes, I like to start us off with a fairly easy round of multiple choice so that we can kind of just ease into the quiz. So I've got an easy true or false round here with just 4 questions in round number 1. Let me just check in real quick. Alex, how are we doing? Do we have teams signed up? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. We've got a lot of teams signed up. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much for being here. If you are regular Tuesday Trivia with Matt players, I'm so thankful that you came to join us for tonight's game. And if I've never met you before, I'm happy to meet you, and I hope you have a lot of fun. But let's jump in to round number 1. All right. It is a true and false round about library-related things. All right. Here we go with question number 1. The largest library in the United States is the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. Is that true or false? The largest library in the United States. And by largest, I mean by items that are there at the library. I'm not sure about square footage or anything like that, so don't call me out on a technicality on something like that. I believe it's just based on the number of items and books and volumes of things that are in the library. So is the largest library in the United States is the Library of Congress? Is that true or false? I'm going to play a little background music for us. All right. Question number 2. America's first successful lending library was founded by Benjamin Franklin. America's first successful lending library was founded by Benjamin Franklin. Is that true or false? Violet, I see your question about, are you supposed to get an email? At the end of your answer form, I believe there should be a toggle box where you can receive an email confirmation of your answers, but you shouldn't have received an email confirmation for the registration. That was just only for the answer forms. All right, moving on to question number 3 now. In the standard board game Clue, the library is in one of the corners. In the standard game of the board game Clue, the library is located in one of the corners. Is that true or false? All right, and our last question here, question number 4. When the Barack Obama Presidential Library opens, it hasn't opened yet, but when it does open, it's going to be located just outside of Philadelphia. Is that true or false? When the Barack Obama Presidential Library opens, it will be located just outside of Philadelphia. Is that true or false? So again, when you submit your answers for round 1, you will see a confirmation screen that you have been officially submitted, and there you will see another link that will take you to round 2. So make sure that you click that link and go to round 2 and so on and so forth till we get through all 5 of the rounds tonight. All right, so really quick, I'm going to recap those questions so you can make sure you're happy with your answers. Question 1, the largest library in the United States is the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. Question number 2, true or false? America's first successful lending library was founded by Benjamin Franklin. Question number 3, true or false? In the standard game of Clue, the standard version of Clue, the library is located in one of the corners. Is that true or false? And the last question, number 4, when the Barack Obama Presidential Library opens, it will be located just outside of Philadelphia. True or false? See, we already made it through round 1. That was easy. We've got 5 rounds of trivia to play tonight. Oh, really quick, each of those answers is worth 2 points. So there's a possibility of 8 possible points in this round. So for those of you keeping score at home. All right, friends. So if you're happy with your answers, go ahead and click submit. And if you're not happy, just choose one because we got to move on to round number 2 because we're closing out round 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh gosh, prize update. The gift cards are for Schuler Books. That's even better. Schuler Books here in Grand Rapids. I love Schuler Books. They also sell their things online as well, I believe, at Schuler Books. So probably can use that gift card online. $75 for first place, $50 for second, $25 for third. Thank you, Anna, for that prize update. Schuler's great, great place. And what a perfect prize for this KDL trivia. All right, we're going to move on to round number 2 now. So hopefully you are all at the round 2 answer form. Round 2 is an audio round for you tonight. It's a music round, and in honor of trying to think of ways to thematically connect all of these things to the library, I decided to call this round, You Can't Judge a Song by Its Cover. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play you 8 clips of covers of famous songs, and you just have to tell me the title of the song and the correct original artist of the original version of the song. You're not going to know any of these people actually performing the covers because they're all covers that I found on YouTube. So to make it fun, to add a little extra theme to it, I found acoustic covers of songs that are typically pretty fun, dancey pop songs, okay? So these are songs that you'd probably hear at a wedding reception, probably hear at like a high school dance. These are all songs that you're used to hearing as upbeat songs that I have found more dramatic acoustic-y covers of. All right, so you can't judge a song by its cover. I'll play each of these clips twice for you. Then we'll play through all 8 of them. At the end of all 8, I will play through each song one more time, just to make sure that you're happy with your answers. So here we go with round number 2, called You Can't Judge a Song by Its Cover. Here is track number 1. We get together, oh, we get together. Separate's always better when this feeling's apart. What they say is nothing's forever. Then what makes the exception? That's a fun little cover, right? Here's that one again. Here's track number 1. We get together, oh, we get together. The separate's always better when this feeling's apart. What they say is nothing's forever. Then what makes the exception? All right, that was your first cover song of the night. Oh, somebody says, I love this. I love you. Thank you. I'm glad that you're having a good time already. Here is track number 2 for you, your second cover. Take a sip, sign a check, Rio, get the stretch, right through Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. We show up, gonna show out, still in a fresh job, skip it. I know you're gonna know most of these songs. It's just trying to connect the cover to the original, but here you go again with track number 2. Take a sip, sign a check, Rio, get the stretch, right through Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. We show up, gonna show out, still in a fresh job, skip it. All right, that is track 2 for you. There's some really talented people who do really great cover songs on YouTube. I had a lot of fun finding these covers for this round. Here is track number 3. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take the chance on a love that burns hot enough to light. That's a great one. Such a classic. Here's track number 3 again. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take the chance on a love that burns hot enough to light. That was track number 3. Also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but for those of you wondering when you're going to get the answers to these, the way that I'll run the game tonight is we'll do rounds 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll take a quick break, and I'll give you the answers to rounds 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll play the last 2 rounds, 4 and 5. Then we'll tally up the scores and announce the winners at the end. All right, here is track number 4.
Mama said I gotta keep it real now, 'cause on a 1 to 10 she's a certified 20. That just ain't me. Yeah, 'cause I don't know if I take a chance just where it's gonna lead.
All right, here's track number 4 for you again.
Mama said I gotta keep it real now. Cause on a 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. That just ain't me. Yeah, cause I don't know if I take a chance, just where it's gonna lead.
All right, friends. Let's go to track number 5.
I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you ran on that day. So you can keep on shaking it. I never really knew that you could dance like this.
See? Left that part there in the end for you to help you out. Here we go again with track number 5.
I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you ran on that day. So you can keep on shaking it. I never really knew that you could dance like this.
All right, let's go to track number 6.
Saw you just the other day. My, how you've grown. Cast my memory back there. Sometimes I'm overcome, thinking about loving the green grass behind the stadium.
There's track 6 again.
Saw you just the other day. My, how you've grown. Cast my memory back there. Sometimes I'm overcome, thinking about loving the green grass behind the stadium.
All right, friends. Let's go to track 7 now. Just 2 more left. Here's track 7. Here's track 7 again. Man, these covers are so fun. All right, and our last song here is track number 8.
I've been in the valley, you ain't been up on that board now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, you know that one. Here's track 8 again.
I've been in the valley, you ain't been up on that board now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
All right, friends, we have made it to the end of the music round. I will play through all of those songs for you one more time. Much quicker. We're just going to go right through the list, but just want to give you the opportunity to rescan your list, make sure you're happy with your answers before you lock them in. Fill in any blanks that you might still have on your answer form. Remember, you can always just guess. Maybe you'll get it right. There's no penalty for incorrect guesses. So here we are back with track number 1.
We get together, oh, we get together. The separate's always better when this feeling's cold. What you say is nothing is forever. Then what makes and what makes and what makes the exception?
Track number 2.
Take a sip, sign a check, radio, get the stretch, right through Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi, We show up, gonna show out. Just put a bit of fresh got skip it.
Number 3.
Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take the chance on a love that burns hot enough to last.
Track number 4.
Oh, I said I gotta keep it real now. Cause on a 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. That just ain't me. Yeah, cause I don't know if I take a chance just where it's gonna lead.
Here is number 4. Wait, this is 5.
I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can on it, no. The way you move your body, girl, and everything's so unexpected. The way you ran like this, so you keep on shaking it. I never really knew that you could dance like this.
All right, we're now to track 6.
Saw you just the other day. My, how you've grown. Cast my memory back there. Sometimes I'm overcome, thinking about love in the green grass behind the stadium.
Number 7. And number 8.
I've been in the valley, you ain't been up on that board time. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Ain't nobody tell me nothing.
All right, friends, there you go. Grace, thanks for the comments. I'm glad that you liked the song selections tonight. Daydream Believer. I figured out your username. You asked about the artists. You would love to check out their channels. That's a really great suggestion. And I think if I have a moment during the next couple of rounds, I will do my best to type up the actual cover artists of these songs, and I can share them in the chat with you. All right. That is the end of round 2. Let's close out our answer forms for round 2 so we can jump into round 3, because we still have 3 rounds of trivia to get to. Round 2 is the longest round, though, so the next couple of rounds will be much quicker. So if you haven't submitted your answers for round 2 yet, let's close it out now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are all done with round number 2. And we are headed into our next round, which is round number 3. For this round, we've got a little bit of a visual for you. So I'm going to have Anna share the screen. Ooh, she's right on it. Look at that. Anna's so good. So this round is also a speed round. So it's a visual round and a speed round. You're only going to have about 90 seconds to lock in your answers here on this round, okay? Which will obviously keep you from Googling anything as well. But I'm sure none of you are Googling and looking anything up. So, but anyway, this round is called the final countdown. Now, what I've done is I have taken, I've researched and found 8 fairly popular book series from throughout time. All right, book series. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the screen 8 of the final books of the book series. All right, and you just need to put them in order from the oldest book to the most recent book. All right, so there are 8 of these. For each one that you get in the exact right slot where it belongs in order, you'll get 2 points. And if you're just 1 slot off in order, you'll get 1 point. So keep that in mind. Just get them as close to as order as possible. So I believe if you're looking at your answer form, the number 1 says number 1 oldest, and then down at the bottom, number 8 says most recent. So that's the order that you're going to want to put them in. Each of these books is lettered A through H, so that is how you will mark them into your form. So what's going to happen is in a second, I am going to read off all of the books and they will appear on your screen. And as soon as I get done reading the last book title, then there is a timer running down the middle of the screen that will just keep going down and down and down. And when that timer has disappeared and it's gone, the slide will be changed. You got to lock in your answers. We got to be done with it. All right. So this is a speed round. I hope you have fun with it. It's called the Final Countdown. Here are your final books in book series. I put them in alphabetical order here on the screen just so that, you know, not to show any preference of anything. The titles of the books are in alphabetical order. Here we go. Book number 1 is from the Time Quintet by Madeline L'Engle, the Wrinkle in Time series. It's An Acceptable Time. Book number 2, letter B, is Anne of Ingleside from the Anne of Green Gables series by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Letter C is Breaking Dawn from the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. Letter D is City of Heavenly Fire from the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Letter E is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling from the Harry Potter series, of course. Letter F is The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis from the Narnia series, the Chronicles of Narnia. Letter G is Mockingjay from the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. And letter H is Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien from the Lord of the Rings series. There you go. There are your final books from the book series. The timer has begun. You have about 90 seconds now to put these in order from the oldest book to the most recent. A little bit of a challenge, but I also feel like you can do it. I feel like you're going to be up for it. While you answer this, I'm going to get Daydream Believer's request for these song covers, if I can find them all. All right, so you keep working there. We're about 2/3 of the way through already. Keep going, friends. All right, we're more than halfway done. All right, we've probably got about 20 seconds left, so put in those final guesses. All right, friends, we are almost done. The timer is up, and we're going to move on. That's it. That's the speed round. That's how it works. It just goes by that quick. So if you don't have your answers submitted yet, let's get them submitted in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you have it, friends. That was the final countdown round. And now it is time to go back and give you your answers. I'm sure you want to hear the answers, but in case you really need to use the restroom or refill your drink, now's a good time to do so, because it's gonna cover the answers for the next minute or two. And we'll be back with rounds 4 and 5. So here are your answers. Going back to round number 1, the Successful Lending Library was founded by Benjamin Franklin. That one is also true. Number 2, in the standard Clue board game, the library is in one of the corners. That is false. It is not in the corner. Question number 4, when Barack Obama's presidential library opens, it will be located just outside of Philadelphia. That is false. It will be located just outside of Chicago, which makes me happy living in Grand Rapids because I could easily go visit it. All right, here are those covers. Let me play a little quick clip of each of them for you again to refresh your memory. Number 1. We get together, we get together. The separate's always better when this feeling's cool. This is the song Hey Ya by Outkast. Hey Ya by Outkast. What they say is nothing's forever, then what makes it, what makes it, what makes it love? You hear it now. Here's number 2.
sign a check, radio, get the stretch, rise to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi.
This is Uptown Funk. The song is technically by Mark Ronson, but because we're playing a nice friendly game tonight, if you did put Bruno Mars, we're going to give it to you. Bruno Mars or Mark Ronson, whoever you put for this, it's Uptown Funk.
We show up, gonna show out, still there for the job, skip it.
All right, number 3.
Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down.
This is I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
I need a man who'll take the chance on a love that burns hot enough to love.
Moving on to track number 4.
Oh, I said I gotta keep it real now. Cause on a 1 to 10, she is a certified 20.
This is the song Yeah by Usher.
That just ain't me. Yeah, cause I don't know if I take a chance, just where it's gonna lead.
Here's track 5.
I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing.
This is Hips Don't Lie by Shakira.
And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can outdo the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you ran out that day. So you can keep on shaking it. I never really knew that you could dance like me.
Number 7. Oh, 6.
Saw you just the other day. My, how you've grown.
Number 6 was Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison.
Cast my memory back there. Sometimes I'm overcome, thinking about love in the green grass behind the stadium.
And number 7. This is Wannabe by the Spice Girls.
I won't be sad, I'll give you a try. If you really love me, then I'll say goodbye.
And number 8.
I've been in the valley, you ain't been up on that porch. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
This is Old Town Road, and it is by Lil Nas X. I was about to give you the guy that sang the cover because I just found all their names. It's Old Town Road by Lil Nas X.
Can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
All right, and I'm going to copy and paste, Anna, if you don't mind. I found all of the artists of those songs, so I just sent them to Anna, so Anna can hopefully, for some reason I can't put a comment in the chat box, but Anna, if you could share that with the people, they would like to know who those covers were by. All right, and then here are your answers to the final countdown. Anna, if you could share my screen again, that would be great. Sorry, I should have mentioned that before, so that I can put these books up on your screen again. And whoops. Oh, hold on. Hold on, friends. Anna, can you unshare my screen really quick? Thank you. You're the best co-producer here ever. Let me get to the correct answer slide here really quick. Okay, now you can share it again. Yeah, thank you. All right, so here's the correct answer of these books in order. All right, the first and oldest book in the series was Anne of Ingleside. That came out in 1939. Then the next book in order would have been The Return of the King. That came out in 1955. Next was The Last Battle from the Narnia series. That was 1956. Followed by An Acceptable Time from the Wrinkle in Time series. That one jumps all the way up to 1989. The next book would be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which came out in 2007. The next one in order is Breaking Dawn from the Twilight series, which came out in 2008. After that, we had Mockingjay, which came out in 2010. And finally, from the Mortal Instruments series, City of Heavenly Fire, which came out in 2014. So that was your correct order for those. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And Anna, you can unshare my screen now. And we're going to jump into round number 4. We've got just 2 rounds left, and we're doing great on time. We're going to try to wrap this whole thing up by 8 o'clock for you. Here we go with a fun round that I had a lot of fun writing for you, and I hope you have just as much fun playing. When I was thinking about some fun literary tie-ins, I, of course, thought about the wonderful world of Dr. Seuss. And as we all know, Dr. Seuss's books, and sometimes the titles, are very well known for having rhyming words in them. So here's what I've done. I have swapped out one of the words of a Dr. Seuss title with another word that rhymes with that word. All right. So, for example, if what's a good example? This is not a Dr. Seuss book, but for example, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The answer to a question could be The Lion, the Ditch, and the Wardrobe, for example. All right. So I have taken one of the words of a Dr. Seuss book, I've swapped it out with a rhyming word, and then I've written a new summary or synopsis about the book that will help to lead you to what the new title of the book should be with the rhyming word in the title. So what I need you to give me as the answer is the new title of the Dr. Seuss book with the rhyming word swapped out. So you would not give me The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You would give me The Lion, the Ditch, and the Wardrobe, for example. All right. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, it's going to real quick because I think you're going to catch on here with some of these. All right. So you're giving me the new version of the Dr. Seuss book title. Here is synopsis number 1. Sam I Am offers different locations and different dining partners in order to encourage you to eat a plate of food that includes pork and fried denim. Sam I Am offers different locations and dining partners in order to encourage you to eat a plate of food that includes pork and fried denim. That is your first Dr. Seuss swapped out title question. Let me play some other background music for us while we do this round. Just like the other rounds, I'm going to read through all 8 of these, and then I'll go back and read through them again in case you need a second listen. Here we go with question number 2. In this simple book for beginning readers, you meet a boy and a girl named J and K, and many amazing creatures they have for friends and pets, including a number of shallow containers used for holding and serving food. Ooh, and there are some in different colors. Heidi's question, is it only one word that has changed? Yes, it's only one word that has changed. Unless the word appears multiple times in the title, then it is changed every time. But it's, yeah, you're changing one word, but if the word appears multiple times in the title, you're changing it all of the times that it appears in the title. Hopefully that's clear. So again, question number 2, in this simple book for beginning readers, you meet a boy and a girl named J and K, and many amazing creatures that they have for friends and pets, including a number of shallow containers used for holding and serving food. Ooh, and there are some in different colors. All right, question number 3. A town of merry citizens prepares for the annual holiday celebration, but little do they know that up in the caves north of town lives a character who draws back in quick motion from anything that threatens him or is dangerous. So again, a town of merry citizens prepares for the annual holiday celebration, but little do they know that up in the caves north of town lives a character who draws back in quick motion from anything threatening or dangerous. All right, Dr. Seuss book number 4. Sally and Sam are home alone and having a very dreary day when suddenly a whiskered character appears and instigates a petty argument. Sally and Sam are home alone and having a very dreary day when suddenly a whiskered character appears and instigates a petty argument. Oh, look at y'all are helping each other out in the chat, I see. Yes, Violet, you put the altered name, the name with the rhymed word swapped in. Thank you, Daydream Believer, for jumping in there to help. All right, number 5. In this book, you meet the king of the pond who is unhappy with the stone that is his throne. But he has a mission, which is to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is his real test. To train them is his cause. In this book, you meet the king of the pond who is unhappy with the stone that is his throne. But he has a mission, which is to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is his real test. To train them is his cause. That is number 5. All right, number 6. As you leave town, you'll visit many brightly colored and patterned flower containers, asking you important questions about life. You'll eventually get to one container where you are just waiting for the blooms. As you leave town, you'll visit many brightly colored and patterned flower containers, asking you important questions about life. You'll eventually get to one container where you are just waiting for the blooms. All right, let's go into number 7 now. In this book, you meet a red mammal who carries around a bunch of props. He becomes addicted to some of them and ends up in medical treatment to help overcome the physical and psychological dependence that he has on them. What a book that would be. In this book, you meet a red mammal who carries around a bunch of props. He becomes addicted to some of them and ends up in medical treatment to help overcome the physical and psychological dependence that he has on them. And finally, number 8, this is probably my favorite one. An elephant listens carefully to a clover plant, and when he gets closer, he hears a familiar sound. It is a very small herd of cattle living on the clover, and they need his help. Sorry, I started laughing because I love it so much. Anyway, an elephant listens carefully to a clover plant, and when he gets closer, he hears a familiar sound. It is a very small herd of cattle living on the clover, and they need his help. So silly. All right, wonderful people. Hopefully you enjoyed that little silliness, little puzzle for you to figure out here with some of these. Let's go back and recap all of these for you so you can make sure you're happy with your answers. Make sure you put the altered name with the swapped word in. Here is number 1. Sam I Am offers different locations and dining partners in order to encourage you to eat a plate of food that includes pork and fried denim. Number 2, in this simple book for beginning readers, you meet a boy and a girl named J and K, and many amazing creatures that they have for friends and pets, including a number of shallow containers used for holding or serving food. And oh, look at that, there's some in different colors. Question number 3. A town of merry citizens prepares for the annual holiday celebration, but little do they know that up in the caves north of town lives a character who draws back in quick motion from anything threatening or dangerous. Number 4, Sally and Sam are home alone and having a very dreary day when suddenly a whiskered character appears and instigates a petty argument. Number 5, in this book, you meet the king of the pond who is unhappy with the stone that is his throne, but he has a mission, which is to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is his real test. To train them is his cause. Question 6, as you leave town, you'll visit many brightly colored and patterned flower containers, asking you important questions about life. You'll eventually get to one container where you are just waiting for the blooms. Question number 7. In this book, you meet a red mammal who carries around a bunch of props. He becomes addicted to some of them and ends up in medical treatment to help overcome the physical and psychological dependence he has on them. And finally, number 8. An elephant listens carefully to a clover plant. When he gets closer, he hears a familiar sound. It is a very small herd of cattle living on the clover, and they need his help. What are those new Dr. Seuss book titles? All right, friends. I know some of you might be trying to figure out some of those still, but I'm going to need you to lock in your answers so that Alex can start checking them. And so that we can move on to our very last round. So if you haven't yet submitted, let's submit in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 4 is complete, which means we are on to our last round. Round number 5. And round number 5 is about movies, but as many times is the occurrence when a book is based on a movie, usually the book is better. So I am going to hold on really quick. All right, Anna, you can share my screen for me now, please. All right, so this round is called The Book Was Better. All I'm going to do is just share a screenshot of a movie here on the screen. And it is a screenshot of a movie based on a book where often people say that the book was way better than the movie. In fact, the book usually has much higher ratings than the movie did in most of these circumstances. All right, so all you need to do is give me the name of the movie, which is also the name of the book. Just give me the name of the book or movie based on the screenshots. I'll show you each of these screenshots, and then we'll recap them again at the end, but I'll leave each one up for about 20 seconds. Here you go with number 1. What movie based on a book is this from? All right, here is number 2. Moving on to number 3. All right, here is movie number 4. All right, moving on to movie number 5. Here is number 6. Also, whether the book or movie was better, not my personal opinion here. This is a don't judge me if you're like, oh, that movie was really good. I'm only going by what the general consensus is on these books and movies. All right, here is number 7. All right, before we get to number 8, our last one, just want to make sure, in case any of you are quick on the trigger, if you're super movie buffs and you know all of these, make sure that you see that there is also a tiebreaker question on this answer form. So don't submit your answer form yet until after we've recapped all of these movies and I've given you the tiebreaker question. But here is the last movie. This is movie number 8. All right, I'm going to go back up to number 1 here and show them all to you one more time. Here we go with number 1. Going to leave these up for about 10 seconds here, so make sure you get a good look. Put in your best guess. Here is number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And finally, number 8. All right, there you have it. That was the Book Was Better round. Thank you so much, Anna, for sharing my screen. I'll be back in a bit to share the screen again with you to give you those answers. But it is now time for your tiebreaker question. So let's get to that. Here is your tiebreaker question. Now, the tiebreaker question does not count towards your overall score. It'll only be used if we need to break a tie, and because there are some prizes tonight, that is important. And so this question is a numerical question where you're going to enter in the number, and if we need to break a tie, it'll be whichever team got closest to the answer. Either above or below. It's not Price is Right rules where it's like closest without going over. We're not playing that. We're just playing whoever gets closest, above or below. To this question, here it is. As we went over a round of Dr. Seuss books, we all are familiar with the book The Cat in the Hat. As you know, Dr. Seuss made books very easy to read by repeating and reusing many words in the books. But how many different words did he use only one time in the book, The Cat in the Hat? Those are words that are not repeated. All right, words that are not repeated. Also, you're not expected to know this answer. This is just you making an educated guess. So keep that in mind. That's why we make these last questions a little challenging. So how many different words did he only use one time in the book, The Cat in the Hat? That is your tiebreaker question. We're just going to give you a couple, maybe 20 seconds for you to submit your answer, all right? Because we need to get these answers in so we can get them checked. Plus, we don't want you Googling and looking that up. So, again, how many different words did Dr. Seuss use only one time in The Cat in the Hat? Put in your best guess, and let's close out this answer form in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are all done, friends. We made it through. We made it through all 5 rounds. Ooh, and it's 8:02, so we're trying to keep it very close to 8, but they did tell me it was okay if it went over a little bit. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Let's go back and give you the answers to these last these rounds 4 and 5. All right. So here we go. Round number 4 was the finish, was the altered Dr. Seuss book title round. Number 1, Sam I Am offers different locations and dining partners in order to encourage you to eat a plate of food that includes pork and fried denim. The new book title is Gene, Eggs, and Ham. Gene, Eggs, and Ham is what we're looking for. Number 2, in this simple book for beginning readers, you meet a boy and a girl named J and K and many amazing creatures that they have for friends and pets, including a number of shallow containers used for holding or serving food. Ooh, and some come in different colors. The new title for that was 1 dish, 2 dish, red dish, blue dish. That was number 2. Number 3, a town of merry citizens prepares for the annual holiday celebration, but little do they know that up in the caves north of town lives a character who draws back in quick motion from anything threatening or dangerous. We were looking for How the Flinch Stole Christmas. How the Flinch Stole Christmas, number 3. Number 4, Sally and Sam are home alone and having a very dreary day when suddenly a whiskered character appears and instigates a petty argument. That was The Cat in the Spat. The Cat in the Spat, number 4. Number 5, in this book, you meet the king of the pond who is unhappy with the stone that is his throne. But he has a mission, which is to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is his real test. To train them is his cause. That's the book Yertle the Turtle. I was looking for Yertle the Squirtle, because I included the Pokemon theme song lyrics in there. So whether you put Squirtle the Turtle or Yertle the Squirtle, as long as you had that in there somewhere, you're good to go. Number 3, as you leave town, you'll visit many brightly colored and patterned flower containers, asking you important questions about life. You'll eventually get one container where you are just waiting for the blooms. That book title is Oh, the Vases You'll Go. From Oh, the Places You'll Go, Oh, the Vases You'll Go. So as I was writing that, I was like, what about the people that pronounce vase vase? Oh, the vases you'll go. Hopefully you got vases, though. Oh, the vases you'll go was number 6. What's that?
Maybe they say plazas.
Maybe they say plaza. Oh, the plazas you'll go. Anyway. We're getting sidetracked. Number 7. In this book, you'll meet a red mammal who carries around a bunch of props. He becomes addicted to some of them and ends up in medical treatment to help overcome the physical and psychological dependence on them. That is Fox in Detox. The book Fox in Socks is now Fox in Detox. That's an adult version of that book. Question number 8, an elephant listens carefully to a clover plant, and when he gets closer, he hears a familiar sound. It is a very small herd of cattle living on the clover, and they need his help. That is Horton hears a moo. Sorry, I entertain myself with this trivia sometimes. Horton hears a moo was your answer to number 8. All right, here are your answers to The Book Was Better. Anna, if you can share my screen for me again. Yep, I will just put these back up here for you. Number 1, this is the Da Vinci Code. Number 2, this is Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love. That's Julia Roberts there. Number 3, this is Memoirs of a Geisha. Number 3. Number 4, this is Stuart Little. Stuart Little. Number 5, this is Rachel McAdams and Eric Bana in The Time Traveler's Wife. The Time Traveler's Wife. Number 6, this is the old movie version. There's been a remake that's come out in recent years. This is It by Stephen King. It. Number 7, this is the book The Secret Life of Bees, book and movie, The Secret Life of Bees. And number 8, this is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. All right, and really quick before I finish sharing my screen, let me just leave this up here real quick. If you had fun tonight, which I hope you did, I hope you'll join us on a Tuesday to play Tuesday Trivia with Matt. It's my weekly show that I do every week on Tuesdays. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Tuesday Trivia with Matt. You could also follow me on Instagram at Tuesday Trivia with Matt. And if you're interested in trivia for maybe a work holiday party or an upcoming birthday party or baby shower or something, feel free to reach out to me at Tuesday Trivia with Matt. I love to write custom trivia games to help people celebrate things, and would be happy to help you do that. Also, I'm hosting games of Family Feud over Thanksgiving weekend. So I know it's a real big bummer that we all have to like spend our Thanksgivings apart from people. So I came up with a fun home virtual version of Family Feud that you could play with your family or friends that I'm doing all Thanksgiving weekend. So if you are interested in possibly having a way to virtually connect and have some fun with your family, you can reach out to me at tuesdaytriviawithmatt@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to talk to you about that as well. All right, that's it. We can stop sharing the screen now, Anna. Thank you so much for being such a great co-producer. Oh, here is your answer to the tiebreaker question as well. That how many different words did he use only once in The Cat in the Hat? So first of all, the book is 1,626 words long. And out of those 1,600 words, there are only 236 different words. And of those 236 different words, there are only 54 of those words that are used only one time. So your tiebreaker answer was the number 54. All right. Oh, I'm glad that you had fun, Amy. Thanks. I'm glad that you thought round 4 was fun. I had fun writing it. Thank you so much. Angry Chinese one. Thank you so much. I'm glad you had fun. Let's get you some results and see who wins this trivia. How's that sound? Do we have the final scores yet, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. We're good to go. Let me just pull up your final scores and share those with you. Thanks for your patience, y'all. I hope you had a lot of fun tonight. Let's see here. We've got, we had a lot of teams play tonight. That's awesome. We had how many? 23 teams. That's awesome. 23 teams and a lot more people. That's so great. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to read off the top 10 teams to give them a shout out. All right. In 10th place tonight, we had team Oh, Don't Ask Me. That is Daniel, Ashley, Carly, and Christine. Congratulations on cracking the top 10. In 9th place, the Inquisitors, Jen, Robin, and Carlene. They play with me on Tuesday. So nice to see you here tonight, Inquisitors. In 8th place tonight, Some Alternative Facts, Drew, Allison, Maddie, and Abby. Thank you for tuning in. In 7th place, CTBs, Jean, Aaron, Marissa, and Matt, the CTBs. Also one of my Tuesday teams. Thank you for tuning in. All right, in 6th place tonight, A and J, Alicia and Joe. Alicia and Joe, great job. We are cracking into the top 5 now. In 5th place with 56 points, the Dreamers, which is just Abby. So Abby, great job for holding it down all by yourself and cracking the top 5. Great job. Oh my gosh. I love this team name. In 4th place, we've got the Jazzagals. Oh my gosh, I love Schitt's Creek so much. The Jazzy Gals, Jen, Brenna, Lene, and Kelly. Congratulations on making it to top 5. In third place, the Dorky Orcas, Katie, Caitlin, Nick, Chelsea, Patrick, Andy, and Teresa. Oh my gosh, we already made it to third place, which means you win one of the Schuler Books gift cards. Congratulations, Dorky Orcas, for winning the $25 gift card. All right, here we go. In second place tonight, winning the $50 Schuler Books gift card, it is 2 tired teachers and a video gaming middle schooler. Becky, Jim, and Haley, 2 tired teachers. Congratulations, 2 tired teachers and a video gaming middle schooler. Great job on winning that $50 Schuler Books gift card. And finally, in first place tonight, score of 61 points. Let's give it up for our winners of KDL Trivia Night. The first rule of book club is tell everyone you know about book club. What a great team name. The first rule of book club is tell everyone you know about book club. That is Sandra, Micah, and Aaron. Congratulations, Sandra, Micah, and Aaron, for winning first place and having a delightful team name. So great. To the rest of you that didn't crack the top 10 or didn't win a prize, I hope that you still had fun tonight. I hope this was a way to relieve a little bit of stress during this crazy time that we're all living in. A big shout out to Anna, Maria, and the team at KDL for having me tonight. I'm not sure if Anna wants to come back on and say anything. She doesn't have to, but I just want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you had fun. And make sure to check out all the other KDL fun virtual events that they're doing. They're trying to keep you entertained and educated during this crazy time. So make sure to tune into them. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much, Matt and Alex. We appreciate it so much. It was so fun. I hope we're able to do it again sometime, because maybe next time I can actually participate, because I was very upset that I couldn't be putting in my own answers. So it was delightful. Thanks again. We so appreciate it. And everyone, be sure, winners, you'll be hearing from Matt or us. We'll figure out a way to get in touch with you to figure out how to hand off your prizes. So we will be in touch via email.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Matt. And thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Stay safe and stay healthy. Hope to see you soon.
Okay.